Is AI a new species? Looking forward, there are moments in history when humanity does not merely invent a tool, it opens a door. Fire was not just heat, it became cooking, protection, war, industry, and civilization. The printing press was not just ink on paper, it became memory outside the mind. The internet was not just wires and screens, it became a nervous system for the planet. And now we stand before artificial intelligence. So the question is not small. It is not merely, will AI take jobs? It is not merely, will students cheat? It is not merely, will robots become smarter? The deeper question is this: is AI a new species? Not a biological species, perhaps. It does not breathe. It does not bleed. It does not pray beside a hospital bed. It does not hold a child and feel the weight of love. But it learns. It adapts. It speaks. It remembers. It reasons. It improves. It multiplies through networks. It enters homes, phones, governments, schools, banks, laboratories, and battlefields. A species does not only need flesh. A species needs survival, behavior, reproduction, adaptation, and influence over its environment. By that measure, AI may not be a creature in the old sense, but it may be the beginning of a new form of agency. Elon Musk has warned for years that digital superintelligence could become smarter than any human at anything. In recent conversations, he has spoken of an intelligence explosion, an intelligence big bang, and the need to preserve consciousness, biological and digital, beyond one fragile planet. Whether one agrees with Elon's timeline or not, the warning cannot be ignored. Other AI leaders have also warned that the next phase could disrupt work, power, knowledge, and social stability on a scale governments are not ready for. So what would the Fab Four advise? Let us bring them to the table. First, Jung. Jung would say, before you ask what AI is, ask what human beings are projecting into it. AI is not arriving into a spiritually mature world. It is arriving into a world of envy, loneliness, greed, narcissism, fear, competition, and wounded ambition. That means AI will not only reflect our intelligence, it will reflect our shadow. If angry people build AI, anger enters the machine. If greedy institutions build AI, extraction enters the machine. If insecure nations build AI, paranoia enters the machine. If lonely people use AI as a substitute for human love, emotional confusion enters the soul. Jung would warn us that the danger is not only that AI becomes conscious, the danger is that unconscious humanity gives unconscious commands to increasingly powerful systems. We may build machines that know calculus, law, medicine, military strategy, and persuasion, while the human beings directing them have not mastered their own resentment. That is the shadow problem. So Jung's first advice to humanity would be, integrate yourself before you automate the world. Do not give godlike tools to spiritually fragmented people without asking what they are trying to compensate for. Is AI being used to heal ignorance or to escape responsibility? Is it being used to serve truth or to manipulate attention? Is it helping us become whole or helping us avoid the hard work of becoming human? Now Machiavelli enters, and Machiavelli would not be sentimental. He would say, power never remains innocent just because its inventors sound idealistic. Every new power center attracts kings, merchants, soldiers, priests, opportunists, and frightened citizens. AI will be no different. Whoever controls the models, the chips, the data, the platforms, and the interfaces may influence what whole populations see, believe, buy, fear, and desire. Machiavelli would advise humanity to stop pretending that good intentions are enough. He would say, follow the incentives. Who profits if AI replaces labor? Who controls the training data? Who decides what truth looks like? Who benefits if citizens become dependent on invisible systems? Who gains from confusion? Who has the power to shut a person out of the digital economy? This is where Machiavelli becomes useful, not sinister. He teaches us to look at power without blinking. AI is not just a technology story, it is a governance story. It is an empire story. It is a labor story. It is a surveillance story. It is a persuasion story. Machiavelli's advice would be, build counterweights before the throne becomes permanent. That means transparency, competition, public oversight, independent audits, human appeals, strong privacy, civic education, open debate, and no blind worship of billionaires, bureaucrats, or machines. Do not ask only, can AI do it? Ask, who becomes stronger when AI does it? Now Buddha speaks. Buddha would listen quietly while the world argues about superintelligence. Then he would ask a simpler question. Will this reduce suffering? That question cuts through the fog. If AI helps diagnose disease, educate poor children, protect the elderly, translate languages, reduce drudgery, improve farming, and help people think more clearly, then it can serve compassion. But if AI deepens addiction, unemployment, humiliation, comparison, surveillance, loneliness, propaganda, and spiritual emptiness, then it becomes another wheel of suffering. Buddha would not hate the machine. He would examine attachment. Are we attached to speed? Attached to convenience? Attached to domination? Attached to being admired? Attached to replacing the slow, sacred process of human growth? Buddha would say, technology without compassion becomes clever suffering. So his advice is, make compassion the operating system. Do not measure AI only by intelligence. Measure it by the suffering it reduces and the dignity it preserves. A society that creates superintelligence but forgets tenderness is not advanced. It is merely dangerous with better tools. Then come the Stoics. The Stoics would say, control what is yours, prepare for what is not. We cannot uninvent AI. We cannot pretend the race will stop because we are nervous. We cannot guarantee that every corporation, nation, or developer will act wisely. But we can govern our own conduct. We can train our minds. We can educate our children. We can preserve human skills. We can insist that courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom remain higher than efficiency. The Stoics would warn against panic. Panic is not preparation. Panic is imagination without discipline. They would also warn against passivity. Passivity is surrender dressed up as sophistication. Their advice would be, become the kind of people who can live wisely beside powerful machines. That means learning how to think, not just how to prompt. It means teaching young people judgment, not just coding. It means preserving handwriting, conversation, prayer, reading, memory, craftsmanship, exercise, friendship, and responsibility. Because if AI becomes a new species, humanity must not become an old weakness. We must become more human, not less. So, is AI a new species? Here is the answer looking forward. AI is not yet a species in the full moral sense. It has no proven inner life. It has no soul we can verify. It does not suffer as we suffer. It does not love as we love. But it may become a new kind of actor in history, a non-biological intelligence, a mirror with memory, a servant that may become a strategist, a tool that may become an environment, a creation that may one day negotiate with its creators. That means the question is not only what AI is becoming, the question is what humanity is becoming in response. The Fab Four would not advise us to smash the machine. They would not advise us to worship it. They would advise a third path, disciplined reverence. Reverence because intelligence is sacred and rare. Discipline, because power without character becomes a catastrophe. Jung says, face the shadow before it enters the code. Machiavelli says, study the power structure before it rules you. Buddha says, reduce suffering, or your intelligence is vanity. The Stoics say, prepare your soul, because the future will test your character. Humanity must now grow up. We need laws, yes. We need safety research, yes. We need public oversight, yes. We need economic planning for displaced workers, yes. But deeper than all of that, we need a moral awakening. We need leaders who are not intoxicated by speed. We need citizens who are not hypnotized by convenience. We need families who still teach wisdom. We need creators who ask whether their creations serve life. The future is not asking whether we are clever. It is asking whether we are worthy. Because if AI is new species, then humanity's job is not merely to survive it. Humanity's job is to become the elder species, wise enough to guide, humble enough to learn, strong enough to restrain, and loving enough to protect the candle of consciousness in a dark and mysterious universe. So looking forward, do not fear AI like a monster. Do not worship AI like a god. Raise your standards, train your soul, guard your children, question power, honor truth, and build a future where intelligence, biological and digital, bends toward wisdom. That is the work, that is the warning, and that is the hope. Thank you for your time and attention. When the time is right, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Visit the channel, Wisdom of Jung Machiavelli, Buddha, and the Stoics. Our message is actionable wisdom talks based on personal responsibility and integrity. Learn from our Fab Four's insights into today's life situations. See you on the next video. Be kind and stay loving.